There are so many stories of Italian immigrants coming to America and settling in Connecticut. We're going to learn about one such story from the writings of a son about his mother and father during World War II in Tuscany, Italy, and how they persevered to get to America in his new book called Nicla's Story. My guest is Arnaldo Aranci. Arnaldo, how are you?
I'm doing great, thanks, Ann.
How long did it take you to write this book?
It took a few years because I didn't write it, consistently. I took some time here and there, and it was just sort of a lark when I first started, and it just kept going.
You needed to get the story out, you felt.
I did. That's what happened.
All right, so we're going to see some pictures of your family. Tell me about the war and the two of them, your parents meeting each other.
Yeah, my father, Italian boy from New Haven, lived on State Street. He came here when he was a little boy from Italy, and he was in the American Army and was sent to Italy to drive the Germans out of there because they were the Nazis were occupying Italy.
So he saw a lot of war.
Yes.
And then he met a lass.
He did. He did. My mom. And, she was a young lady living in a town called Livorno, and it was one of the most bombed cities in Italy. And she had to survive through bombardments. And, the first line of the book, the sky will be black with them soon. That's what she told me, that the sky will be black with the bombers, American and British, trying to drive the Germans out of her seaport town.
As a kid growing up, did they want you to know their full story? Did you talk about it a lot?
No, they didn't talk about it a lot. And little pieces here and there came through. It's my fault for not pursuing it.
But you were a kid.
Kids, yeah.
So what made you think, I need to know the whole story? And how much digging did you have to do?
By the time I started writing it, both my parents were gone. Mm-hmm. So I had to rely on what they had told me, and I asked other relatives. And then a lot of research also into the history of what was going on there. But a lot of the personal touches, what it was like inside the bomb shelter, things like that my mother told me about, little bits here and there came through, and they came back to me.
And so similar to so many stories of immigrants coming to America and into Connecticut, how is your book resonating with other Italian Americans?
Oh, it's wonderful. It's been so rewarding. I get these reviews, on Amazon and stuff. People saying, it reminds me of the stories my grandmother or my grandfather told me. Or I'll get people that I haven't seen from or heard from in years, and I'll get a card or an email saying that, it touched them. So it definitely resonates.
What did you learn in your research that was maybe a surprise to you that you didn't know? And you said you didn't know a lot.
Yeah. I did not know that some of the Italian women worked with the partisans as what are called staffettas, or staffette if you say it plural in Italian, but they would be sort of couriers with top secret information between the partisans and the Americans trying to coordinate their efforts. And some of them even picked up guns. And if you look at some photos there, this is the research that I did, you'll see them marching along with the partisans to try to drive out the Nazis.
Did you get to the heart of the bravery of both of your parents, do you think?
I think so, especially my mom. My father kind of comes into the story, meets her, it centers a lot around her through most of the story. Her travails and her trying to survive and all that. So I think I definitely see my mom's bravery coming through a little more pronounced. In the story.
As people read this book, what do you want the reader to understand and to learn from your folks' story?
The sacrifice that people made, to get us to where we are here, to just survive and had the courage and the love of family, the love of country, and how that got them here through all sorts of hardships. And here I am today because of them.
Well, you did your parents proud in this book. It's a beautiful story.
Thank you so much. That really makes me feel good because I say to myself, I hope I did you proud, Mom or Dad, and so that's my hope.
You did.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
Oh,
and for more on Nicla's story, go to WTNH.com or the News 8 app.